Nah, shit. I just started. Shit, that's what I was.
All right, welcome to the dogs. We got the
See, I didn't
monkey
even know the
hater,
name of
the
this
OG
shit.
I'll say
Daffy.
we're the dogs.
We got
When did we vote on a
the
name?
what's it called? We got the hero and Black Clover hater, Trigger Senpai, and we got me, your host, the Chainsaw Man hater, Yume.
And this is me, just the all-consuming void that is my heart and soul, Daffy. And today we're actually here with a
No, you're the
different kind of
monkey
video.
hater.
So actually, I think in today's video we're going to be discussing kind of a point of contention within the anime, manga, and nerd community. We're going to be talking about Demon Slayer's ending. Now, if you're familiar with Demon Slayer, if you're in the community like that, you would know the ending is very divisive, to say the least. And actually, I have a couple things brought up when people were discussing what they had issues with the ending. But for you to explain
Wait, hold
to
on, is
me,
this a
like,
live stream?
no, I'm recording this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're
I was
not
about to say
streaming.
you're not live.
No. So for Triggered and Yume, can you guys like give me your like what reasons you think people don't like the ending of Demon Slayer?
I know that when I was on Twitter, people said that every single chapter looked alike, and he was just swinging his arms for like 10, 20 chapters. That was one of the main criticisms.
I really
I
didn't
mean,
see an issue with it. I mean, I know I read Demon Slayer when it was like I read it like when it was already finished. So I read it in totality. I didn't read it on a week to week basis. So I know my perspective might be different from someone who read it on a week to week basis. So like when I was reading like chapter, next chapter, that really didn't stick out to me because I didn't read it on a week to week basis. I just seen it as Muzan fucking everybody up. And yeah, I mean, did people have an issue with him using the same attack? Like, what was the issue that people had?
yeah, they said it was boring. They said it just looked like Parasite.
What about it? Like, he was just using the same move?
Yep.
I mean, I get it.
Around.
I understand where they're coming from because like you compare his fight choreography and his like moveset to like Kokushibo, who's like easily like the coolest character in the entire manga. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously, anyway, but like you're coming from fresh from that fight where it's like, you had the Stone Hashira and the Wind Hashira like about to die, and then you get to Muzan's fight and it's like, what's so special about him? He just grows blades on his like arms and he's fast. That's it. Like he doesn't have like a breathing technique or anything like that. You know what I mean? And I think that's where a lot of people have an issue is obviously like Muzan's not a great villain. I don't even think he's necessarily a good villain. He's
Trigger will argue that. We'll argue the opposite on that one.
Really?
No. Muzan is he's an okay character for the most part. I mean, for the most part, I think one of the big issues people have with Muzan is that he's not there that much. But I think what people tend to look over a lot of times is why he's off screen. The reasons for him being off screen make sense. Like he makes it known that he's not necessarily trying to be this generic Dragon Ball Z type of villain where, oh, let me go into my final form. Let me fucking be the strongest demon there ever was. No, Muzan for the most part just wants to live a normal life, disease free. Something I think most disease riddled people will want, right? So I mean, people just look over that and they just like, oh, why he's not like Frieza, or why he's not like, what's another well-received villain out there? Like he's just not that present, and I think that's why people have an issue with it. But can't ignore why he's not being present. Like it's not, and even in the background, he does a lot of things in the background. Like he sends Akaza over that essentially gets Rengoku killed. Like he sends fucking Daki and them. He lets them know who's around and shit. Like he's not just like, I don't know. Like maybe this is just the anime not coming out frequent enough. But if you read the story in its totality, or when the anime comes out and you watch everything in its totality, you'll realize that Muzan is there more often than you think.
I think for myself personally, the reason why Muzan isn't really a compelling villain to me, it's not an issue of screen time. It's literally like his motivations, his move set. Like it's not interesting to me. So like, okay, so when you talk about screen time, let's look at Aizen. Let's look at Aizen, for example, right? So Aizen, he got quote unquote killed in the invasion of the Soul Society when they went to go rescue Rukia. He comes back right? It's the whole reveal that Aizen's a traitor, and he just instantly just one taps like Renji and Ichigo, like instantly. Like he actually like I think in the manga, it was censored in the anime, but like in the manga, he like cut Ichigo in half. He was like only like held apart by his spine or something. So he's gone. Then we see him kind of like interact with Orihime and everything after he like kidnaps her. And then during like the invasion of Karakura Town, like he's not like in it a whole lot up until like the very end when like he absorbs the Hogyoku and then fights Ichigo and all that. But like overall, compared to like I don't even know, I think like Grimmjow has like Grimmjow or like Ukiura have like a little less screen time than Aizen, like in those specific arcs. But like Aizen's more interesting
like an
to me.
Armchair villain, just like Muzan. They're both armchair villains. They kind of sit back and let their minions do most of the work.
Or even like think like somebody from like Ozai from Avatar. Like his presence was still felt all throughout these seasons, but we never even saw his face until season 3. You know what I mean? And so like me personally, I don't. 2. We saw his face in season 2, did we?
Maybe I'm wrong.
I think there was a flashback in season 1. I think when Aang like stole the Water Temple scroll and they're like talking about like how Zuko got exiled. You don't see his whole face, but that was in season 1. But like you find out how Zuko got a scar and everything. But like Ozai didn't have a ton of screen time, but Muzan had more. He just didn't. It was kind of weird, and also. There were some things that like I don't like about Muzan, like for example him like pretending to be this family's like kid or something, and then Akaza just like comes out and like he knows where he's at. It's like why are you pretending to be this child? Like why are you pretending to be? I don't think he was pretending to be a geisha, but like at one point they're having a meeting and he was a woman or something. It was just a lot of weird stuff. Like
you didn't know the reason why he was doing that?
Hold on. I'm not saying that him being a woman was weird. I'm just saying why was like him trying to quote unquote live a normal life while he's like having all these like demons do all this like extraneous shit is just kind of odd to me. You know what I mean?
No, I mean he makes it pretty clear that he doesn't really want to like do all that extra shit. And also, it's like it's kind of smart because it's like if you have people who can do the shit for you, then go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, the whole like switching into different families and shit. That's so that way it won't be easy to track them down.
Yeah.
I think it's smart.
He got multiple families.
No, I don't think he has multiple families. They don't really say specifically he has multiple families.
Well, it's obviously implied because you see him when Tandra in season 1, like Tandra like sees him in the town or whatever. He like turns, yeah. And he like turns like Buddy into a demon in the crowd to like get him off him or whatever. And like Tandra's like screaming at him like that he will kill him. Like calls him by his name. He just like looks at him, or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people's issue with the ending primarily comes from the fact like people don't think Muzan is interesting himself, and also there's a lot of coulda, woulda, shoulda. When I say that, I mean so in terms of like characters. So like a lot of the like obviously massive spoilers, but you should already know this by now. But like all the Hashira die except for Giyu, Sanemi, and those are only 2. Yeah, those are only 2 survived. All the other Hashira are dead, right? And they all die in different ways in the arc. You have who died first? It was Shinobu, and then who died last? I believe it was
the Love Hashira,
right?
and the Snake. I thought the Love and Snake
Iguro
died
was
at the
so
same
trash.
time.
Oh my god, Iguro sucks. Anyway, but yeah, like a lot of people weren't happy with the fact that Hashira. They all kind of met their end pretty swiftly. Like you'll have something like Naruto, for example. You have like imagine like all the Jonin just got wiped as soon as like the Sand Village invaded. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like how some people felt.
Better comparison.
You said Bleach, like all the captains, like the Society arc or something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I personally do think that I would have liked to see some other characters like have their arcs expanded on, because like I think Inosuke was kind of wasted, and so was not Zenitsu. I feel like Zenitsu, he kind of like came around in his arc. I would have liked to see him fight a little more when he kind of realized his whole like his actual potential. But Again, coulda, woulda, shoulda. I do think Inosuke was a little too static, in my opinion. I mean, he kind of like remembers like his mother and everything like that. But Inosuke doesn't really have a big arc, and not every character needs to have like a big arc or anything like that. But I think for Inosuke to be like one of the central characters of the manga, I think he was kind of required, and he never really got it. You know what I mean? Like the only like a big arc he ever had was like, oh, having friends, da da. But I was like, that was more of like a gradual thing, and that got resolved in like the first season, like the first like couple manga volumes. So like I don't know.
I mean, did Tanjiro have a big arc?
Tanjiro is like in a similar thing because Tanjiro is a static character, but for him it works because with characters like that, they shape the world around them. I think I kind of talked about that in my my kind protagonist video.
Yeah.
Where like Tanjiro, for like besides his experiences, he's the same character. He's still, at the end of the day, he's a good kid. He has a good heart. He wants to work hard and all this stuff. And like really the only goal he has is to do what he can, do the right thing, and it works. It's fine. He doesn't have like a secret identity or moral qualms about killing demons or something like that. I actually kind of do think it would have been interesting to like have an arc where you would have them fight like human antagonists and see how that would have been handled. I think it would have been interesting, but I digress. I do think that there are some problems I have with the end of the manga, but overall I think it's fine. I don't hate it.
Trigger, do you got any problems?
What, with the final arc?
Yeah.
Do I? I think the only issue that I really have was the Tanjiro learning the breathing styles things. It felt a little too convenient, but even then, like the story didn't like reward him for like adjusting to that kind of shit. It kind of was like,
I mean, the precedent was set when he just like busted Hinokami out and he just forgot about that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like, I mean, that's about the only really issue about it. Like, but as far as like everything else, even the stuff that people complain about, like when reading Demon Slayer, did y'all ever think like, oh, the reason why Muzan can go crazy is because before the fight even started, like they already like fucked them up with this antidote? Did that come to y'all mind, or did y'all always like ignore that?
Like obviously, like it's like, oh, Shinobu's plan, it worked, or not Shinobu, Tamayo, like her plan worked, and you see like that shot of Tamayo like making fun of him, like you're gonna die and all this stuff. Like yeah, I mean obviously, but like I don't know, it's just Muzan. At no point did I ever feel like Kokushibo couldn't have taken Muzan. Like I definitely feel like if it wasn't for like his blood inside of him, I feel like Kokushibo would just like shat on him at any point. I definitely feel like number one. Stop it! I definitely feel like Kokushibo should have been like the end all be all protagonist. I think so.
Antagonist.
Yeah. Because he's way more interesting. Like you see him, his relationship with oh my god, not Yoruichi. Oh my god. Oh my god, you may help me. Yoichi? Yeah, is that what his name is? The original son brother?
I can look it up.
Yeah. Thank you. You know what I mean? Like seeing his relationship with his brother and you see all of that, like that's way more interesting to me. And like the fact like his brother almost killed him, like he won a one shot. What'd you say?
Yoruichi.
Thank you. Yeah, I was thinking of homegirl from Bleach, but I know it's incorrect.
Yeah,
like seeing like that shot, like it's like one of the like this is like one of the coldest moments in the series. Like it's like when he first becomes a demon and he wants to take on his brother, and his brother gets in the stands and he knows his body that he would have died like if his brother had struck him, but his brother died of old age. Like in that same instance, like that's cold. That's cold. You know, like I don't know, man. Like it's just it's just.
What did y'all think about Demon Tanjiro?
Weird. I didn't hate it, but it was kind of weird.
Nah, I hated it.
You hated it? Why'd you hate it?
Yeah, I felt like it was so unnecessary because I didn't even think about it. But the first time I told one of my friends that Tanjiro turned into a demon, he was kind of excited. He was like, "Oh, that actually sounds kind of interesting." And then I explained to him that he just got possessed, and he was like, that's kind of lame. I thought there was a reason he actually became a villain. So,
yeah,
like,
it would have been interesting if he had like a different move set or something like that, or like you see like Muzan like trying to like use his like breathing techniques and like that would have been kind of cool. But instead he just like busts out Genki Damas, which is really weird considering the show. Like,
honestly, it kind of reminds me of what's it called? What's happening in Hero Academia. I haven't actually read it, but I've heard some things about some character being possessed and not actually being in control. And I think him being possessed kind of.
You don't read the My Hero manga?
No, I stopped during the war.
Yeah, understandable.
So
anyway,
some of y'all gripes is that like it's not interesting. Like, are y'all more on the? Because it kind of sounds like y'all more on the entertainment side of it more than the logical side of it. It's like
I mean,
it makes sense.
I mean,
I like to be more entertaining.
You can have something be logical and not entertaining. Like it's
because as far as Demon Tanjiro, it's like, yeah, you could say it's unnecessary, but was it? It was the main villain trying to find a different way to go about.
Well, it was just Muzan being desperate, and he was like, "Oh, who's the strongest demon slayer here? Oh, you, Tanjiro, the Sun Breather. Come here." Like, obviously, it makes sense. It's logical.
It felt more like the author trying to stretch out the story for no reason to me.
I don't think so.
It was resolved with like what, one chapter?
Yeah, I was saying, it's like a chapter and a half.
Yeah, I think it was like 3.
No, like a chapter. I think it was like a chapter and a half or something. Like, it was short. I don't know. I think the execution could have been a little better. Like, it's just, you go from like, so the demon's powers are all like pretty like weird, like as they are, but then seeing Tanjiro get ready to just shoot a Biju bomb, like I was like, whoa, all right, what are we doing? You know what I mean?
That was kind of crazy. But then again, see that, and that's the thing, right? Because I know people are upset about Muzan not going into his Dragon Ball Final Form shit, but that's why I'm asking y'all, like, are y'all on the side of entertainment over logical, what makes sense? Because like a lot of times when we shit on stuff like, let's say, Black Clover, My Hero Academia, or Naruto,
don't let me in with you with that Black Clover slander. Don't let me in with you.
Or okay, let's just use Naruto for example. The Madara issue where he became way too strong to the point where the Arthur, or it was rumors that the Arthur didn't really know how to deal with him.
So he busted out Kage and Black Zetsu. Yeah,
we come out with these bullshit reasons for why this character who's OP as hell lost. Mm-hmm. Demon Slayer, the way they went about that is the way I think most series should go about things. So like, because Demon Slayer's whole thing was, okay, like, let's get it to a point to where this nigga can't go full form. Mm-hmm. Like,
I mean, full form isn't even my problem. I didn't even know there was an issue with full form. I wasn't aware that he was supposed to have a full form that was not tapped into.
No, this is more so addressing he used the same move type shit, also, which doesn't make sense to me because what person doesn't use a move that's effective as fuck?
I'm saying his fighting style sucked. It's just him standing around whipping his arms around, and you compare that to like literally every other demon fight. Every other fight is a lot more interesting.
Yeah, I don't know about, because Kokushibo for the most part stands in one spot for the most part.
When he entered his like true like demon form, quote unquote, when like he got his head cut off and he started like regrowing it. Like, yeah, obviously, but I'm saying like when he started like the moon breathing shit, like, no, that was epic. That was sick.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, like, because like more of the fight was more so like the characters like going about it like in a creative way, like, how can we get this motherfucker? Because he had like so many incentives of how to.
Because he like had like the baby form and all this other weird shit.
No, he went to the baby form because he was trying to prevent himself from burning in the sun quicker. Yeah. That's why he went to the baby form.
I know, yeah.
But the fight was more so like, I guess it's subjective. Like, I mean, because the whole time I'm reading it, it doesn't come to my mind like, yo, he's standing in this spot and just fucking everybody up. That's not what comes to mind. It more so is like, holy shit, like this nigga's fucking everybody up. Niggas is like have missing arms, missing torsos, fucking crash through a building, mad poison inside of them. Like, I understand people, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I think people genuinely wanted him to do this stereotypical Dragon Ball shit where, yo, like, let me go fucking crazy, because Muzan in full form probably is way too strong for the Hashiras to deal with. I think part of his real power was shown when he was in Tanjiro, when he did that big ass Rasen Biju bomb, wherever the fuck it was. So that probably was a portion of Muzan's actual power before he actually got poisoned and shit.
See, you know what my issue is I wouldn't have wanted like a like a Dragon Ball like transformation, anything like that. I think if he used his cunning more and less like brute strength, I think that could have made up for. I think it could have made up for it. Like, I don't know, like Demon Slayer obviously isn't like a really like cerebral series, and nor should it be. I mean, it's just that's not his identity, and it's fine. But like Muzan, he's not like overly cunning, or he's not like he's just brute strength. It's not even like technique. It's just like he's just overwhelming.
He just needed a power that required more creativity.
Yeah, I think it's just, I don't know, man. Compared to what
you said Muzan should have used more creativity.
I'm saying he needed a power that required more creativity. I don't think those tentacle arms could have offered much creativity with the way they are set up. But if you look at like other people's powers, at least they had like martial arts fighting styles like Akaza or
Akaza's super basic, right? Like
so it goes back to what's cool. So y'all wanted it to be more entertaining.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, yeah, but it's not sacrificing any logic for that.
There's a blend, obviously.
Yeah, I want the maximum of both.
Yeah. Obviously, it's why some people watch JoJo. You know what I mean? JoJo makes literally no sense half the time. Like, it's like there's some things like characters literally should not know. But it's entertaining. It's cool.
Yeah, what's your question?
With knowing how grounded Demon Slayer is as a series, what could he have done to make it more interesting?
He could have used his cunning, his intelligence better. He could.
But like how? Wasn't he not using his intelligence when he killed 3 Hashira?
Not really. I mean, he was just kind of just.
He killed 3 Hashiras.
I know, but he was just so overwhelmingly strong. There was not no thought. You know what I mean?
He did use. He literally was covering up portions of his body so they wouldn't be attacked. Is that not?
I mean, a baby could do that. You know what I mean? Like,
come on,
nah. Like,
I don't know what he's saying, but I'm saying his fighting style could have been more visually entertaining. For example, Akuza, Kokushibo, even Ruby, they all had a lot more intricate. Well, I don't know if they were intricate powers. Akaza, I think, was somewhat intricate. Rui's was definitely more intricate. He had to use the webs and stuff.
Or like number one, I mean, Akaza, like you had like Akaza like being able to like sense someone's like fighting intent, and like kind of like the where like Tanjiro has an epiphany where he can like see into the. Was it the transparent world? What's it called? Like the invisible world, whatever it's called, where you can see like vital spots, like people's brains and all that. Which that's also something crazy too.
Yeah.
But like no, he felt so underwhelming compared to everything else that we had seen, because it was just like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's just
compared to Demon Slayer,
like he didn't even. It's not even like he had a theme. Like obviously Ruri had the spiders. Akaza, he's like the brawl like fighter, like throw hands, whatever. And just like okay, well Kokushibo, he's like one of like the best swordsman like that's ever been seen. And so you go to Muzan, and he's just this freak, like just this tentacle. Yeah, it's just like this just this Cthulhu-esque monster. And it's just like,
So y'all are on the side of entertainment over logic.
Not over logic.
No, I'm not over logic. Okay, so
you can
here's
have
an example.
Both worlds.
So here's an example. So take Aizen's fight with Ichigo, right? And when Ichigo like straight up like one shot him with Mugetsu, and Aizen like just absorbed the Hogyoku, and he was literally so strong that people were like collapsing because they were near him, right? Entertainment wise, that's fine, but also he never once tried to use his Bankai, and he never once opened up his Shikai or did anything with his Shikai as soon as he got into the Hogyoku form. It was weird. Like that logically that makes no sense.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, what would y'all want him to do to y'all want him to do karate shit or like?
We're not the author.
Sure.
I know that, but I'm saying because based off of every demon, every upper moon demon we came across, they had some type of uniqueness to them, dedicated to their background as characters.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, based off of Muzan's background, like, what would y'all like?
Something
like
literally
a spirit bomb, like
no, because I'm not saying that. I'm saying literally anything else other than brute strength, because brute strength in a series like this does not do it for me.
I would just say something creative. Like if you look at all the old characters, honestly, you could even have him have all of the old powers that all the other characters had, but like to a lesser degree. Just something creative that isn't just whip arms.
Exactly.
This is, okay, so
I know what you're saying about like entertainment and intelligence.
Because
we're going in a circle. We're talking in circles for a second. I understand what you're saying. You're saying that it makes sense for him, intelligence wise, to just kill these Hashiras, to play no games. He doesn't have that skill, like not skill set. He doesn't have anything in his tool set from what the author has given us that he has these like crazy abilities. It's literally just he was so strong. He's got these tentacle arms. He's doing what he can. He's blocking these attacks. I get that. What me and Yume are saying is the author could have implemented something else to kind of put him on a level similar to the other characters who have these real intricate and interesting movesets. That's all we're saying.
No, I know what y'all saying, but I'm saying that's my whole point of bringing up the other upper room demons' backgrounds. Mm-hmm. Because we know Muzan's background. So what about his background could have, like, trust me, I'm thinking myself right now, like, okay, let's say he didn't have the tentacle shit. Based off his background, what could he have done? Like, what's something unique she could have done with this character?
I don't know. I'm not the author of that, and that's also that's also another problem that people have with the manga is that Muzan's backstory is interesting as well. That's another issue. Is people think that Muzan's
you'd have to add something to his backstory to make an interesting power. Yeah. But I mean, I personally, I'm not gonna say this. I'm not gonna give one specific example as the end all be all. There are multiple possibilities that you could do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. I mean, I get it. I did want to get into another point, though. So as far as the actual ending goes, like, do you feel like the manga ended in an appropriate place? Do you think that there are more things that could have been expanded upon? Like, what are your thoughts? Because for me personally, I would have wanted to see possibly like an older Tanjiro, how these characters like lived the rest of their lives, like Tanjiro not being able to fight anymore. Like who are the new Hashira? I would have wanted to see it. Maybe not, see.
So you wanted the Naruto Shippuden ending?
No. Kinda. Like, I would have wanted to see something. I'm not saying I want to see like, Kanao and Tanjiro get married. I mean, sure, like whatever, it's fine. I wouldn't hate it, but I would want to see something because like it was a little jarring, kind of jumping to present day and then you seeing like their descendants running around. It was a little weird. I don't dislike it. It was just like not really what I expected. But I kind of want to see some like more follow up.
I do.
What'd you say?
I do dislike it.
Go into that. What you mean?
All right. So first thing about the ending, I think it was actually a great ending. I appreciate the author's willingness to actually end the story in a shorter time frame compared to other stories that are in the same magazine. I think there are two things that the story could have used. The first is seeing like the main characters actually level up to become Hashiras. And then the second will be maybe one or two more arcs before the final battle and use like, and then the third thing, so like some of the characters could have character arcs before the final arc, have their like development and the backstories. And then the third thing, I said two, but the third thing is use more of the 12 demons because I feel like only half of them actually fought.
Yeah, that one that fought Zenitsu was hot butt. Like, I don't even remember his name. Like, he was trash.
What? I like the Zenitsu fight.
No, I'm saying the Zenitsu himself was fine, but the actual demon he fought was garbage.
Interesting. I just think that some of them were literally wasted. And when I say wasted, I mean they just straight up did not fight. I think he killed two. Triggered, is that right?
What?
Muzan killed two of his own upper or lower level demons, right?
Did he?
I think he just killed like he killed the lower ranks and he kept like one of them to give him like one more chance.
Yeah, I feel like those moons could have been used a little more. I think I would have liked to see the characters actually level up to Hashira as the main characters, and I think maybe one more arc for some of the other side characters to get their story arcs. But like the fact that the story ended so soon in like maybe 300 chapters, I really like that. I don't like the time skip at the end. Because I think if you're going to do a time skip, do it like Naruto or Bleach, where you just go a few years, show them as adults, show what they're doing. Yeah. I don't know why you need to go to the present and then show that the dances became just ceremonial dances. You got these dances that give people superpowers and they just turned into ceremonial dances. I think that's stupid.
I mean, that's how. I mean, that's it's kind of the inverse of how Tanjiro learned Hinokami Kagura. It was a dance, and that's how.
Wait, when did the dance ever give someone superpowers?
What? The breathing styles. Don't they have? Doesn't it give them enhanced strength, physical abilities, like strength and speed.
It does.
Yeah, but that's even in real life breathing. Like, yeah, that's in real life too, though.
Come on, don't do that. You think
No, come on now,
run at the speed
I'm telling you, this man
sound?
Trigger, he gonna learn that final style. He gonna be zooming around like Goku, bro.
No,
Watch.
I'm not. No. I'm not saying no. Because so when you mean superpowers, because what I mean is like there are ways to breathe that enhances your physical body. There is.
Okay, but not to the degree that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about
breathe so hard like Tanjiro did against his fight with Daki that you really forget to breathe. Like you're going like crazy like that. Like no.
Y'all would consider that a superpower though?
I mean, there's some really wacky stuff in this series, bro.
Can do
there's some,
shit.
bro. You can't tell me there's some wacky stuff in this series that humans are pulling off.
It's superhuman.
No, I mean that's anime though. That's anime.
Yeah,
shit.
but I'm saying,
but
why
it's
would
superhuman?
It's
still like crazy.
I can see if there was like starting like fires. It just seems like people just breathing though, bro.
No, I'm not saying that.
Tanjiro straight up like almost teleports and catches Daki's foot. Like that wasn't weird. That wasn't odd to you.
Yeah, they definitely have superhuman physical capabilities.
It's like Dragon Ball.
But that was like triggered. You're saying that was like human.
Dragon Ball Z has superhuman stuff too.
Okay, so are we looking for realistic shit?
No,
or are we just
man,
for,
but I'm saying.
Because if we're looking for realistic shit, then y'all argument about Muzan
I'm not saying it's realistic. I'm saying these breathing styles are inhuman. They're crazy. They do inhuman stuff.
But when I'm saying this, if anyone in that series, if taught by them same people, can do those things as well. This is not pertaining to one person.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. I say superpowers, I'm using it loosely. Just that you have superhuman abilities. I don't mean like it's literally like a superpower, like you got bitten by a radioactive katana or something.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
No. We're not saying it's like something special to each person. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm saying that why would you abandon something like that and just leave it up to a serial? Make it become some kind of ceremonial practice.
Why would they use it in the first place, bro?
Bro, I'd use it to get girls.
Come on, dog. Like, why would they use that shit to begin with?
Man, stop.
Bro, I would be winning all my school races and all the girls would be all over me. What you talk about? I'd be bossing in every single sport.
Now we being like dingy right now.
Stop it. No.
Now we being, because the breathing styles were used for a specific reason, and it was used to kill the demons. If there's no demons anymore,
I get it.
What's the point of using it?
Hey, bro. To stand out from the rest of your classmates, do the opposite of what Mob did.
All right, bro. Hey,
flex on them people.
Hey, look, if I'm the Taliban and SEAL Team 6 pull up with me with a Hinokami Kagura, that's it. Game over. I'm clapped.
Exactly. I mean, that's a minor issue. I also don't like seeing the kids look exactly like their parents.
That was a little like, on the nose,
here,
but
bro.
I mean,
I ain't gonna lie.
them Goku genes are strong as we've seen. So I'm not mad at it.
But what about you? What do you feel about the overall ending and the time skip? Triggered.
I really didn't have an issue with it. I really didn't. I like when people said they had an issue with it. The first thing that came to my mind is, oh, these niggas want another Naruto ending. They want to see the shippers. They want to see niggas become Hokage. I mean, y'all literally just said it. That's why I'm looking at. I'm like, of course, this is what these niggas wanted. But it's like, okay, it's like, I mean, my whole thing is that it landed. You know, whoever likes it, don't like it, is whatever. Like, it's not a fuck up ending by any stretch of the means. You know, like they did show their conclusion. It's not like after Muzan got fucked up and after they buried the graves of the dead ones, they just instantly went time skip. No, they let the readers know Tanjiro, Nezuko, Inosuke, Zenitsu, they ended up living together in the house. They ended up getting old. Like, They let you know all the shit you needed to know, and they just ended the shit right there. You know,
there's no AOT.
Yeah, it's not going too much into detail with the whole Boruto Naruto shit, or like it's nothing like that. It's not the Dragon Ball where Goku has a kid now. Like it's nothing like it's just straight. It's just typical
sequel bait.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's sequel bait. I mean, like obviously, Fullmetal Alchemist did something similar. It just ended the series, and like they're older, but like you're not like spending a bunch of time with like Ed's kids and all that.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just straight to the point.
Yeah, I'm just saying what I prefer. I like the ending. I don't dislike it. I'm saying what I would have liked to see. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean that's just how I feel about the ending. It was just, you know, it was like, oh, okay, this is what happened. Next story. Yeah. That's just how it was for me.
I get it. I'm saying there's a lot of people with the coulda, woulda, shoulda. myself in that a little bit, but like overall, I mean, like I like the last fight with Tanjiro, like I like that's gonna be wild to see animated like that, like loop dance. What is it called? It's like the complete like was it 13 steps? What is it? Let me see.
It was like
13 that was hard.
That was sick. Yeah.
Fly. Like and then even on the fly, he didn't even learn the shit. He failed all them shits. It was just like he was just readjusting the way he was going about it.
That's gonna be crazy to see animated. Oh my god, I can't wait. The whole Infinity Castle arc is gonna be nuts to see animated. That's gonna be. I can't wait for that.
I actually have an issue with one of those. The Zenitsu fight with his. They see.
Ain't no way.
I know. I had it. What I had an issue with is the character that Zenitsu was talking about. It just he's like we know he existed, but he just kind of came and went.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like he was just
The fight
is calls Zenitsu trash. Cool. He says Master sucked, and that was it. Like he was. What crazy abilities did he have? Was it poison that he had?
They were cool parallels. What? They had the same fighting style.
No, I'm saying, did they? I remember nothing from that fight.
The other guy could use all of the other moves, but Zenitsu could only use one.
Wasn't that chapter like 2 chapters? Like it was.
No, I'm talking about the character.
Who cares how long it was?
I'm talking about the character. I'm not talking about the fight.
The character. Yeah, he was okay. I thought it was interesting how there was a rival student who went and became a demon.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been fleshed out a little bit more, but yeah, I mean, shit. But besides that, you got that. I mean, I genuinely don't really see the issues people have with the final arc of Demon Slayer. I really don't.
I don't like the Snake and Love Hashira's fight.
Iguro is so trash, bro.
For the final battle.
Iguro sucks so much.
You gotta get off this man's dick.
Nah, bro, Iguro is trash.
Because see, the thing is, like, hold on. So, wait, what made the Snake dude and the girl trash? Like, the girl was having like
the Love Hashira was fine. I love. I don't like the fight. I love her, but Iguro just sucks. Gucci.
I love her.
Well, what's up about Iguro? He saved Tanjiro ass mad times.
Nah, bro. This man Iguro got patched so quick it wasn't even funny.
No, but I mean, look at everybody in the fight. Everyone was getting patched up.
No, but I mean, like, bro, what feats does this man Iguro have? What's something interesting or crazy he did? I mean, he got his eyes. He got his eyes. Didn't he get his eyes slashed or something?
So wait, the feast. Like, hold on, we talking about
I'm not talking about feats. Okay, so when I say feats, I mean like something crazy, like interesting that they did, right? So like we have like multiple things, like Rengoku like ran quote unquote almost as fast as a train. He like held Akaza in place with his solar plexus with like he went toe to toe with Akaza, and Akaza like wasn't even trying that hard. You have Tengen fighting Gyutaro. You have Tengen fighting Gyutaro while heavily poisoned with the arm cut off, like still giving him the work. You know what I mean? Yeah. You have the Love Hashira like going absolutely crazy. Her physical strength is nuts. All this other stuff. What does Iguro have, bro? I'll be honest.
I mean, I forgot, but he played a major role in that fight. No, but see, that's not. I forgot a lot of characters. That's not saying that I don't remember because he has a forgetful arsenal. I just have bad memory. Like, but he played a major role in that fight though, and I think his. I think most.
No, he's a power scaler, so he's looking for.
I'm not a power scaler. I swear to God.
For a team effort,
I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for that
much on your own. It's not impressive to him.
No, see, that's the thing. Is like, I mean, he has a snake. I'm pretty sure his snake has some role in that fucking fight. Like that's what I'm saying.
Did. Like he gave like his snake gave Tanjiro like his eyesight or some shit. I forgot. But like, he got blinded by Muzan. Yeah, I'm looking at it. He gets that slash in the face. Yeah, I don't know. He's just.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what feats. I really don't see what the feats have to do with anything because like. The whole point of that fight was them like working as a collective because.
No, he's saying it from a physical standpoint. He's a weak combatant. That's why he's saying he doesn't like Iguro because he's a power scaler.
It's not. Iguro's just like his backstory is interesting, you know, but like he didn't really accomplish a whole lot. You know what I mean? Like this is the only arc we really got to see him perform in combat, and even then, like it was just subpar. Like he just Like
without him, they don't win that fight.
I mean, you could have thrown. I feel like you could have thrown Tengen in his spot, and Tengen would have accomplished way more.
Hell
in
no.
my opinion. You say no, really?
Hell no.
I'm curious. Where do you put Tengen in the Hashira ranking? I'm curious.
Tengen.
Mm-hmm.
As far as what?
As far as I'm saying overall.
Just overall character.
I'm saying overall in terms of
Hashira,
like skill, strength, whatever. Like where would you put him? Because obviously we know number one is the Stone Hashira.
He's definitely one of the weakest. I think
you think he's one of the weakest, really?
Yeah, even Missouri is stronger than him.
What?
Yes, easily.
What?
Yes.
Boy, you smoking that pack.
Well, Tengen mainly like Tengen.
Boy, you like that strong.
Like he's a ninja. He kind of focuses more on like speed, poison, and shit. Like other characters are like they're younger, they're stronger, they're a lot more flexible. Like
wait, hold on, what? Usui's at like the ripe age, right?
Nah, nigga.
He's at like a prime age, right?
Tengen is 20.
20? Tengen? What are you talking about? Younger and riper then?
No, I'm saying like if you have a younger Hashira with more potential, yes, they're more potential for them to be better than an older person.
But I mean, in the moment, a 20-year-old is gonna be.
In the moment, Missouri is stronger than fucking. She fights stronger demons than Daki and her brother. That's a fact. She fights people.
I have to rewatch.
Like as the series goes on, they're fighting higher graded demons. And the next arc, she
was nerfed while he was fighting. He got poisoned. He said he still was putting the work in. What do you mean?
And the fact that he got nerfed and he was still having a hard time with someone that's lower, that if he went against the ones that Missouri went against, it would have been night.
How do you feel like Missouri would have fared against Gyutaro? If we're going on
Gyutaro, who is that?
Gyutaro is buddy who poisoned Tengen. How do you feel? How do you think she would have fared?
I think she would have still needed help, but I think she would have had a better chance than fucking Tengen.
I can't. I'm almost.
I'm not even a power scaler. I don't think
because you see how Daki's brother had a hard. You see how Daki's brother already had a hard time dealing with Inosuke with his flexibility. You know what I'm saying? So dealing with Missouri, who's way more flexible, if not on the same level as flexibility as Inosuke.
I mean, Inosuke flexed like he just moved his heart, which is weird. I don't like that anyway. But like it wasn't like Inosuke like moved his body in a certain way. Like Gyutaro stabbed him where he thought his heart was, and like he would have been right, but like Inosuke like had like this like fourth sense or whatever, like sixth sense or whatever. He knew Gyutaro was gonna stab him, so he like moved his heart, which is weird. But it's not like Gyutaro missed where his heart should have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean like I don't know, like maybe Tengen is stronger than Kaneo, maybe. Like I mean, he's definitely on the bottom half of as far as like strength and skill.
Hold on, I gotta actually look this up so I can laugh at you. Where is this?
Nah, Takito is definitely better than him.
Well, he's also a prodigy. I mean, sure.
I mean, cool. I mean, let me look up the Hashiras.
Dang, people are really sleeping on Uzui.
All right, hold on.
So this tall dude is the strongest one. Yeah, Tengen is not that strong on the list. He might be better than Giyu. You know, like yeah.
We're saying without the mark. We're saying without the mark, obviously.
I mean, yeah, but I mean,
so
I'm talking about like at the very moment of this series being concluded. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, he hasn't reached his mark yet, so yeah, I'm saying we're on equal footing.
That is equal footing if they have a mark. What you talking about?
Hold on, you're saying if Tengen had a mark, he would still not be as strong? Is that what you're saying?
I'm talking about what's going on now. I don't like the series doesn't really do a good.
Gaffy's saying at the arc where Uzui retired, him versus Kanroji. Or before he retired, before the fight against, he actually fought at his peak.
Yeah, I'm not. Obviously, after his fight with Gyutaro, he wouldn't fight. No, obviously, no, because he lost an eye, he lost an arm. Yeah, no, obviously he would lose that fight.
I mean, look, Demon Slayer already doesn't do a good job in differentiating the different Hashiras, because for the most part, I mean, all the fights end with teamwork.
Yeah.
But so like kind of arguing this is kind of like, I mean, because so you kind of have no choice but to go off of what characters have now, and based off what characters have now, and if they have the ability to access the mark, yeah, like Tengen is like on the bottom half of that shit, bro.
All right, so if you look at the chat, what I just sent you, This is from the author themselves saying, ranking all the pillars in an arm wrestling contest. Number 1 is Himojima with insanely strong, almost scary strong. I use this in my Tengen versus Rengoku video. Number 2 is Uzui with really strong. Then you have Rengoku, you have Sanemi, Tomioka. They're all in the strong category. Then you also have Kanronji in the strong category, and they're all interchangeable. So Kanronji, Giyu, Sanemi, and Rengoku have all pretty comparable strength. In the normal side, you have Tokito. On the bottom, you have Iguro, who is a little weak, and the insect Hashira.
Shinobu. But you should know that strength is not the end all be all when it comes to who wins a fight, though. Like, if that's the case, Mike Tyson would be undefeated.
But we're saying in terms of strength that Tengen's lower, and that's clearly not.
No, I'm talking about just overall package.
Overall package. I mean, yeah. I mean, Kanronji.
That's what we was talking about.
Yeah, no, you said no, but at one point you mentioned like the word strength, and that got me tight.
I mean, strength as far as like who's like, you know, when we say stronger, we talking about like the overall package. Like,
no, because you weren't talking about that. You said in terms of strength, skill, da.
Oh, in terms of strength, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't think Demon Slayer really put it out there like that, but I mean, if this is a thing, like an official thing from the author, then I guess that's the answer right there.
Yeah.
But as far as like the complete package, like, no, he's not. No.
Yeah. I thought that's what we were talking about. I'm a Tengen stan personally. Me personally, I disagree, but I'll let you have it.
I mean, they all just swing at swords. I don't even know how you're.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I really don't. I don't even know where to go with this conversation. It's like on the strength point, like the girls are clearly weaker than the guys, except Missouri. But even then, I think someone would take a guy like Tengen over Missouri, who's, you know, obviously shown to be buffed the fuck out. It's like, if we're just having a visual,
she is strong.
Yeah, no, she is strong. It's like, you know, they talk about that, but also like just the eye test.
Did she lift a boulder or something? Like she did something crazy.
It's like 4 times the strength of a regular human.
Yeah, she did. What did she do? She did something wild. I forgot. Anyway,
what were you saying, Triggered?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, just off a visual perspective, I mean, it's only natural to go to the guys who are, you know, it's only natural to go to the guys for one, and just go to the person with the bigger muscles. Like that's just, you know. But that's why I'm like that's why I thought this whole time thought we was talking about like the complete package, like, you know, as far as like speed, like who's smarter in the fight and shit like that. Like that's
how we gonna measure that? They all just swing in swords.
Yeah, but some people, they have different ways of how they handle their swords. Like I said, Missouri's more flexible. Like, you know, Shinobu is a lot more strategic. Like she poke you one time, you're pretty much fucked. Like,
well, yeah, like Sanemi is like one of the fastest. Like I would say, Sanemi's speed is comparable to Tengen's. Like Tengen is the fastest running.
Doesn't he have a speed measurement too?
Something, but like Tengen is like the fastest running. Like he ran so fast, like he teleported. But like also Sanemi, like in that fight against Kokushibo, like Kokushibo is having a hard time keeping up at some points. So I mean, like, yeah, like it's, I get what you mean. All the Hashira is strong, obviously. How did I get to this point? How did I get here? Wow,
I don't know. You wanted a power scale.
Shut up. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. I there are some things I don't like about the ending of Demon Slayer, but overall, I think it's a fine ending. I give props to the author for wanting to end it on their terms, and kind of end it in a place where they felt they were comfortable. Just me personally, I would have liked to see just like kind of an epilogue or something like that. Kind of similar to like End of Z, you know, like obviously you don't have to have sequel bait, but like, you know, kind of see like an older Tanjiro and like who are the new Hashira by chance or something like that. Like something, it would have been nice to see, but it's not required or anything like that. But those are just my thoughts.
So what would you give the series as a whole?
What would I give the series as a whole? Me personally, Demon Slayer is one of my favorites, so I give it like a 8.5.
Oh, so yeah, so we got the same score. Sure, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, Demon Slayer doesn't reinvent the wheel. I've said this multiple times, but Demon Slayer doesn't reinvent the wheel. It doesn't do anything like super crazy, but like what it does well. It has a lot of heart with these characters. It's very easy to connect with these characters. Obviously, the character designs are fantastic. I mean, it's something a lot of people don't care about, but I really actually like the character designs. I like the art style in the manga. A lot of people don't like the art style in the manga, which is really weird, but I actually really like it.
It's kind of janky sometimes.
I mean, sometimes, but I mean, it's hand drawn, so I can't get mad at it. I don't care. But.
So, Naruto and Bleach were hand drawn.
I mean, really. Well, Naruto's had. I mean, early Naruto had some weird stuff going on sometimes.
Actually, a lot of artists is like digital now. Yeah. And sometimes artists may be drawing their own shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you saw that video I made literally last night where like I said like Gege like Fushiguro looks nothing like he does sometimes, and Nobara
finally realized.
Yeah, I thought you were capping, those people and I saw
are
that
off model.
When I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, he was right. I'm looking at this, I'm like, what is that?
I don't think Nobara has ever had a consistent model.
Nope. I looked and I'm like, what? Anyway, what would you give Demon Slayer overall?
That's classified because Triggered knows, because he just went through the same thing. He saw someone look at his rankings. He's like, oh, nah, I can't listen to anything this guy says. So if I give my rankings on things, people are going to look at my rankings first before they even hear anything that I have to say. And then they're going to be like, oh, nah, I shouldn't listen to this guy. And I told Triggered that would happen before.
No, but see, what you don't realize is who you think got me all them fucking views on that video. Them stupid niggas. You do realize niggas hate watching 2000s. Bro, they watch Velma despite saying it's trash.
I knew you were going to say that.
If that's not a perfect example that niggas hate, they love hate watching, I don't know what it is. Like, yeah, them niggas shit on my video, in my opinion, but peep, where did they get the fucking community post? They had to look for it. Where did they find the video? They had to click on it. Like, yeah. And trust me,
I'd just rather not interact in that toxic way. What were you saying?
This is a holiday at this point. Every time I drop a video, them niggas react to my shit and they be like, oh, I can't take this guy serious. It's like, nigga, shut up. This is like the 4th time you reacted to my fucking video. I'm like, come on, bro. Fucking Broku watch my shit.
This man Broku watch, bro. This man ready for the smoke.
Look, Joe, and that's crazy because you asked for the smoke and these niggas don't ever want to come up here and fucking defend your fucking points with their goofy ass. This is like, come on,
they just say, oh, he's triggered.
All they can say is I'm a hater. Like, Broku literally called me a hater. It's like the fact this nigga knew I was making Black Clover videos and he didn't even want to debunk my shit. Come on now, dog. Come on now.
Oh my
god. Niggas know I ain't fucking out here just lying for the sake of lying. Like niggas can debunk my video all they want as long as they don't go over 22 hours. I don't fucking care. If it's like 10 to 15 minutes, hey, go ahead, feel free. Because guess what? I'm gonna respond, bitch. So it's like I've been one like that. Like, look, them niggas is down with nothing to do with me, bro.
Well, yeah, I don't want to attract that negative energy, even though I do diss certain stories like Chainsaw Man. I don't want to attract the energy of people just looking at my rankings and then just deciding whether they want to listen to me or not. And I think that having that mystery is much more entertaining, and then people have to actually watch my videos to get an idea of how I rank the story. And how I rank the story isn't even that important.
So you're baiting views is what I'm hearing.
Sure, yeah, I'll go with that.
I'm playing, obviously.
Look, you just say what grades you give it, bro. Nobody's not gonna care.
I was gonna say, you think people that listen to the end of my videos? What'd you say? You say 0? You say 0?
No, I'd give it like a high B or a low A.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I gave. I give it a B plus.
Yeah, I give it a B plus. Yeah, yeah. That's not crazy. That's not wild.
Yeah,
the only people that's gonna say that is them One Piece niggas.
Man, don't even get me started on One Piece fans, bro.
Them One Piece niggas is pressed about Demon Slayer.
Hey, bro, look, it get good around episode 300. Bro, it get good, I'm telling you.
Hey, hold on. The beginning of One Piece is great. One Piece falls off in part 2.
No, One Piece falls off in the beginning.
Fine, this man hates One Piece. Don't listen to him.
No, that shit falls off at the Arlong. They start trying to do
I love hearing One Piece slander. I put that in my coffee every morning.
I do too, because those fans get too cocky, man.
Hey, yo, hold on. Who's worse, Naruto fans or One Piece fans?
One
Piece fans easily.
Oda is 1,000% getting a death threat. He is. If he hasn't gotten one already.
I haven't seen enough One Piece slander. Like Naruto slander, bro, you can find that anywhere. But Naruto dick riding and One Piece slander, that's very difficult to find.
Nah, why you think I'm finna start shitting on it? Someone has to do it. That's a fucking and that's another thing these stupid YouTube niggas on Twitter don't realize is that they like I try to find the market when I make videos. Like like you just said, there's no market where niggas is shitting on One Piece. It's like maybe 3 niggas at best. Bro, someone has to fill out that market. Now, Young Defiant, no one takes him serious, so he kind of doesn't even count. But someone has to fill that void. Like I see the property over there.
Hate void.
You said what?
I feel the Chainsaw Man hate void. Bro, no one was saying anything bad about it before I made my video, at least that I could see.
Yeah, I think your video came out before mine, so that's
Yeah.
Because the reason someone sent me your video, because I was like, finna make a video. I'm like, bro, this shit is ass. It's just like, but yeah, someone has to fill out that marketplace. I'm starting with East Blue too. Shit, I'm finna shit on that boring ass art.
Hey, don't do. Okay, you know what?
You know what? I think it's a good place to end the video because I'm about to have people in my comments. You know what? I'm alright. I'm good.
Bro, niggas who watch East Blue know that Arlong Park is the only good arc on that shit. Come on,
that's just not even true, bro. Annie's Lobby is good. Alabaster's good.
I'm talking about East Blue, bro.
Oh, in just East Blue?
Yes.
The other arcs, they're decent. They're not great, but they're just decent.
You think the Usopp arc is good, my nigga?
It's decent. I just reread it. Yeah.
I could feel Trigger just staring at his monitor in disbelief.
No, I'm not. If he like it, he like it. I don't care. I'm just, I mean, everyone got their own opinion on shit. I don't care. But I got a different opinion from that shit, most definitely. I mean, put it like this: you ain't gonna hear me praising this shit. Especially, hey, we ain't gonna talk about how they retconned Homeboy death. How he killed the sheep and how he's just magically alive. Yeah.
Who are we talking about? Oh, that sheep guy in the arc?
Yes, nigga. He killed the sheep.
He never actually died. It's just that he took a lot of damage and didn't die.
Bro, come on now.
I wouldn't say it was retconned, but I mean, I do think they should have had him take that much damage if they didn't want him to die in the first place.
Nah, they fucked him up so bad. When I saw his ass reading the newspaper, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I'm like, I thought she was dead, nigga. But
he got cut up and he was bleeding out.
Yeah, the whole shit with him planning that shit. Yeah, nah, trust me, I'm gonna have fun with One Piece.
You know what? On that arc, I think I'm actually gonna end the video. As usual, guys, make sure y'all sub to Yume and #1 Black Clover hater and One Piece slanderer, Triggered Senpai,
and Hero Academia,
and My Hero. Don't forget. God, I don't want to talk about My Hero. I'm gonna start ranting. This video is gonna end up being like an hour and 30 minutes. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for enjoying this video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'm out.